Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your daily dose of zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ. Thank you so much for tuning in today, where we've got a lot to talk about. From new leaked details about what's going to be coming in the Black Ops 6 Zombies DLC season, including maps and weapons, some insane clips from BO6 Zombies you need to see, and we'll finish things off with a segment of zombies versus vehicles. So without further ado, let's kick things right off with the first story of the day. By delving into the code of Black Ops 6 Zombies, some leakers have been able to determine the names of new wonder weapons we expect to be released in future Zombies DLC maps. The three of those that we know of so far are the Bloodstone wonder weapon, the RayGun Mark II, and the Opal wonder weapon. With us already seeing the jet gun on Liberty Falls, I guess it makes sense that Treyarch is continuing to dig into their past of zombies wonder weapons, pulling out the RayGun Mark II. But there is also some indication that the RayGun Mark II won't just be like a map-specific wonder weapon, and that Treyarch might be thinking of adding it to all zombies maps within this game, similar to how they added the RayGun Mark II to all of the remastered maps within Zombies Chronicles all the way back in Black Ops 3. And the reason for that is that the other two wonder weapons mentioned in the leak, Bloodstone and Opal, aren't actually the names of wonder weapons themselves, but the code names for two future DLC maps to be released in Black Ops 6. With all four of the post-launch Zombies maps for Black Ops 6 already having their code names leaked, being Bloodstone for DLC 1, Opal DLC 2, Topaz DLC 3, and a Jade for DLC 4. But now let's talk about the maps themselves. With the upcoming Zombies map, DLC 1 Bloodstone, we know thanks to the Terminus main Easter eggs ending cutscene that the map will be set somewhere on Avalon, with Avalon itself being the name of a new Warzone map that likely won't be released for another full year, but is already basically completed, and thanks to a glitch, a preview of which is accessible within Black Ops 6 right now, where we can hop in and explore the whole map of Avalon to try and determine some possible locations for future Zombies DLC maps. Now, we don't know if Treyarch is simply going to take like chunks of the Avalon map and then change them up and zombify them so they are definitely different from what's going to appear on the base Avalon map in Warzone, or if they're simply going to take some of these locations as inspiration for new Zombies DLC maps instead of just copy and pasting them as a base. But as of now, I've seen two major discussions of locations on this Avalon Warzone map that might be coming to Zombies in the future. The first is thanks to the Terminus End cutscene. There is a file within the computer of that cutscene that is called The Keep, a probable name or code name for a future Zombies map. And I've seen some discussion in the community that that Keep location could be referencing this location here on the Avalon map. Players are calling this the Fortress. I can also see it being called the Keep. Obviously, at this time, the textures and level of detail isn't even close to the completed product, but we can get a pretty good understanding about what the layout of this fortress would look like, and if you can imagine what a Zombies map set in this location could be like, I think they could pull it off. There exists some islands off the coast of the map as well, similar to how islands exist in Terminus, so they can bring back the boat from that map to use again. If they make the time of day right, it could be okay as a map. But I really do hope that even if they do reuse some of the assets that we're looking at here from the Fortress map location for the Keep, that it becomes its own standalone Zombies map instead of just copy and pasting the stuff we're seeing here. The other location players are talking about is this location here, the Casino. Also set on Avalon, this is a massive building with a lot of interior and exterior space. We know that in past Zombies games, especially in Cold War, Treyarch has reused campaign maps and assets to create the Zombies DLC maps for their game. With the casino mission existing within the campaign already, I can see how they can use that, combine it with this model on Avalon as a base for a new casino-themed Zombies map. Honestly, kind of an interesting theme as far as zombies go. I am very much looking forward to the full reveal of DLC 1 soon so we can see what direction they'll take, using this Avalon map as a base or something entirely original. Quickly moving on to the second story of the day, reputable leaker Reality also posted this, saying that someone asked me this a while ago, but classic mode for zombies is still in the files of Black Ops 6, with classic mode being a more traditional zombies experience, starting with just a pistol, getting rid of health bars, cutting back on some of the more new features and upgrades of quote-unquote modern zombies for a more bare bones but classic experience. This mode was leaked to be in the game prior to the launch of Black Ops 6 Zombies. When it did launch, we haven't really seen anything of it, but Reality confirms it still exists within the game file, and I would expect Treyarch to release it at some point during the Black Ops 6 Zombies DLC season. Even if the idea of a classic mode doesn't really appeal to you, I think it might be kind of cool just to have another way to play Black Ops 6 Zombies, just making it even more replayable than it is now. Just something new to try. But okay, moving on to the next story of the day, some players are noticing that if you are doing an Easter egg, if you are trying to hold a zombie waiting for one of your buddies to get back from being AFK, if you leave a zombie alive for too long in this game, something like this will happen. Just randomly going down in the most dramatic way possible, ending your round. With the new ragdoll physics for zombies in this game, it looks absolutely insane. This poor Reddit user said he was keeping the last zombie alive and no one believed him that he didn't kill it, where instead it just yeeted itself off the roof. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you're protecting an AFK player or searching up the Easter egg guide while in a game of zombies, that zombie could spontaneously dolphin dive out of existence. Next up, Zone XBaz decided to do the main Easter egg step on Liberty Falls while triggering the Dancing Zombies Easter egg after we featured a recent post where time stopped for a player while he was doing this, but in Zone's case, he found out that the Mangler HVT actually did a little dance for him, and surprisingly is affected by the Dancing Zombies Easter egg as well. This does give you a good amount of time to damage him however you like, but I think it's probably far more sporting to let him do his little dance before you both get back to trying to take each other down. But okay, it's finally time for zombies versus vehicles. And this is definitely one of the most creative ones we've seen yet, from PS2 Guy over on Twitter, where I never thought we'd see the day that boat launches are being used to line up sick 1080 YY no-scope trick shots in a zombies mode. I mean, let me pre-apologize for the lack of air horns and MLG logos in the clip, where I'm sure that would be more appropriate. Insane and dumb things like this is honestly part of the reason I'm really growing to love this game. But what an absolutely sick shot. That wraps up the news today, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, consider hitting the thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Be sure to click out to yesterday's Zombies news update while you're rocking to the outro, because I'll see you with another news video tomorrow. Peace!